What's going on YouTube? All right, today we are doing an unboxing on this. This is going to be another guitar build. I think this might be my last one that I do for the channel, mostly because I don't want to kind of stray too far away from what this channel was really about, which was cameras, lens reviews, drones, stuff like that. I do enjoy building guitars, and I actually think that they are a lot of fun. So we're doing this. This is a 5-string bass for a friend. He is in a band. They are called Disposed. I'll go ahead and link their stuff down in the description below if you want to check them out. They are like a metal hardcore band, so they're pretty dope. Anyways, all right. We're going to go ahead and dive into this. Got the old trusty knife. Now, this is a cheaper kit off Amazon. I think I picked this guy up. It was like the only 5-string bass option that Amazon had. It was like 130 bucks. Hopefully the camera above is getting all this. We're going to see how well this is packed. This is a BEXGEARS 5-string bass. Not sure if that matters. If you were looking to buy one of these and you want to know how it is without buying it and being disappointed yourself, I don't know. The Fogil build that we did for the channel, I think that guitar, honestly, for what it was, I mean, it was all maple, so it was a little bit heavier than like a regular body, but it's pretty good. I mean, throw some better hardware and a good pickup in it, man, I think you got a pretty decent guitar. I mean, yeah, you'll spend a little bit more, but all right, same with the Fogil guitar. Basically, everything comes in a box. I should have worn a lavalier mic for this, but we're just doing the overhead. I figured that would be easier. First and foremost, let's go ahead and check out the neck. There's a slight bow in it. I don't know if you guys can really see that. You definitely aren't going to be able to see it on the overhead cam. Anyways, it's actually not in bad shape. Truss rod up top, so better than the Fogil, because the Fogil had the truss rod adjustments on the bottom. I like that. It's pretty beefy. I'm not a 5-string player myself. I actually have a Squier bass. Did a little review on that. This actually, the neck feels finished already. So like, it doesn't feel that we need to do anything as far as sealing this or doing anything, because it has a pretty nice feel. And honestly, the fretwork on this is actually pretty decent. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed. There's no sharp edges, it's pretty smooth, and the fretwork on it is not bad. The nut, on the other hand, is plastic. See if I can get that on the overhead. It's not the greatest. See if you can check out some of that fretwork. So honestly, it's not bad at all. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this. Set that guy to the side. Let's open up the body. Because this other box, this one right here, you can probably see it. You guys can't see it on this camera, but you can see it on this one. That is more than likely going to be all of our hardware. So it is a 2-piece, as you can tell. The control cavity, I will say this, right here, is not very thick. So like in terms of thickness, I mean, it's maybe, I mean, this top piece is maybe half an inch thick, maybe. I just don't feel that that's really a lot, especially for a guitar. I mean, granted, the neck is pretty heavy itself, but I don't know. I mean, I feel if you weren't paying attention and you knocked this into something, I feel that you would probably crack this pretty good. Other than that, I mean, it's not terrible. The finished work looks pretty good. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to seal this body because it is raw. Everything is pre-drilled on it, so like where your hardware goes for your tone and volume, you got an input jack. It's already pre-drilled for some strap locks and for your neck and stuff. So not bad. Honestly, and this is just my own personal opinion, I feel that the neck is a better quality neck than the body is. And this is just my own personal opinion from somebody who's built a couple of guitars and owns some Fenders and stuff. But for $130 something, what do you really expect? We got some tuners, all of your electronics. This is your bridge, which it doesn't really seem that bad. It's a string through. I'm not going to take this out of the package just because, well, actually, I will have to take this out of the package because we're going to go and do a tone test on this. So never mind. Don't listen to me. All right. Tuners. They're not terrible. I mean, they're definitely cheap. They feel, at least this one feels pretty good. I mean, it turns pretty smoothly. There's no hiccups or anything on it. It has the initials KD L2 on there. I don't know if that means anything to anybody out there who builds guitars and knows more about them. I mean, they all feel pretty good. We more than likely won't be keeping any of this because I've already talked to Jacob and he is interested in gold hardware. So we'll see how that goes. They also include a cheap guitar cable, all of your individually wrapped knobs, which are chrome and push-ons, but not bad. There's a plastic insert. So like a traditional guitar knob would probably just be all like aluminum or brass or something, and then there would be like a through nut that would keep it in place. These seem like they're probably a cheaper alternative to just put a plastic retainer in here, so this way you can push them down. Back cover. Neck screws and the string trees. Truss rod cover. And they also include a pamphlet or like a how-to booklet. Let's check this out because my Fogil didn't come with this. So it tells you how to build the guitar. Not bad. Useful tools and materials. Phillips screwdriver, rubber mallet, ring spanner, pliers, paint and accessories, needle file and sandpaper. Cut the headstock to size, paint the body. So it actually has it in here. That guy at the very bottom, that's neck finish, and it says that this neck is factory sealed with a layer of matte lacquer. So, not bad. And then basically just tells you how to install all of the materials and everything. These kits are nice for people that want to get into making their own guitar, or maybe they just want to build a guitar for the experience. They don't have to spend a lot of money because they do already come with everything that you need. All you have to do is just put it together. All right, so we got some screws which hold the pickups in place. Those are soap bars. We got some crudely wrapped bass strings. So basically all of this stuff just gets put together and clipped in place. And you can see that really on the overhead cam, but basically you just clip these together like so, and then you're ready to go. And that's pretty much it. So in all, first initial thoughts on this is I feel that the quality of this is better than the Fogill guitar, the Thinline Telecaster copy that I did. And honestly, I'm not necessarily a bass player, but I do own a couple of basses. They're mostly Squiers, which I honestly don't mind cheap guitars. And here's my thing. If it gets you into playing and it's something fun for you and you're able to mod it and, you know, put new pickups, learn how to do soldering, learn how to swap out gear, learn how to do intonation and setups on cheap guitars, the possibilities are endless with cheap guitars, and I love them for that. I've owned a couple of Fenders. I have a Fender tattoo on my arm. I don't know if you can see that, but honestly, you know, throwing in a good set of headstock tuners, throwing in a new pair of pickups, upgrading the pots, learning how to solder, you know, doing stuff like that, taking a cheaper guitar that has, I wouldn't say like the best quality pickups, they're decent enough to get you into playing, but you know, further down the road, if you want to take that guitar and make it your own with new pickups and tuners and all that stuff, then that's why I love cheap guitars, because they're cheap at the beginning, and by the end, you have a pretty decent little guitar. If you can get the action and everything set up properly and intonated correctly, you got a good guitar. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive into putting this together, and then we're going to go ahead and do some bass tone tests with those stock pickups before we build this completely, install all of the new things, and then send it off to Jacob, and then I'll let him tell us what he thinks of the guitar. All right, so the overhead camera failed again, just like it did in the Fogil build. Anyways, so we went ahead and put this thing together. As it sits right now, it's really not too bad. I mean, obviously you can tell it's unfinished. The body, I mean, I don't know, I've never owned a 5-string bass. The body feels real light. I don't know if that's maybe just because it's trying to counterbalance the weight of the neck. The neck actually, again, feels really good. We're going to go ahead and test this out, so let me know what you guys think after we get back from this, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. All right, so it's not terrible. I mean, honestly, for a cheap guitar, even if you were just gonna like throw some basic like acrylic enamel over this thing from Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever, honestly, I mean, it's not terrible. Obviously, I mean, the hardware could always be upgraded. I honestly would think if you were gonna upgrade anything in this, the pickups, I mean, they're okay to get you by for a little while, but I would honestly upgrade the pickups. These are soap bars. And then the tuners. The bridge isn't terrible. Honestly, the bridge is really nice, given the fact that, I mean, it's cheaper, but, I mean, the knobs, I didn't throw those on yet, just because we're going to take this apart so we can seal it and paint it. But, I mean, these aren't bad. They look nice. I mean, you just basically just push them on, pull them off whenever you want to. You swap them out whenever. My only thing is I just feel that the body itself, I mean, it's light. And this right here, where all the controls go, is very thin. So again, I mean, if you were to fall on this or something, you would basically probably crush all this in and break it, basically rendering this guitar probably useless. If you wanted to keep it, you would obviously have to strip it down, put a block of wood in there, and then reroute it. Or, you know, make like a top plate that goes over this. You would have to refinish the whole guitar anyways, but that's just my own opinion. I mean, I've built a couple of guitars now, and most of the guitars seem fairly thick, even where the control cavities are drilled out. Maybe it's just Squier and Fender that I'm used to, but other than that, I mean, I would say that for like 140 bucks, even if you just kept it like this, caps and sealed the body, because you would need to do that so this way the wood doesn't swell and get water in it and stuff like that. I think it's not bad. I've never owned a 5-string bass before, and honestly, I mean, even without like doing a setup on this at all, it's not bad. The neck is really nice, I will say that much. I mean, even if you bought this for just the neck and threw everything else away, but it's really not bad. I mean, the fretwork is nice. There's no sharp edges or anything like that, like I said. Again, I mean, the bridge is actually pretty decent. I would honestly replace the pickups and the tuners, but that's just my own personal opinion. If you wanted to paint it and just go with how it is and just have a bass that you could say that you made and set up and, you know, did all that stuff with, then kudos. If it were me, I mean, like I said, I've never had a 5-string bass, so I don't really know what to tune that guy to, really. But anyways, I mean, even if it were me, like I said, I would do the tuners at least and the pickups. So that's my only thing. Anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Go ahead, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you didn't like it, also give it a thumbs up. Stick around because we're going to be doing a full build on this, putting it together, and like I said, we're going to be giving it to my friend Jacob. His band's name is Disposed, and I will, like, again, link them down in the description. And yeah, if you guys like this video, thumbs up. Also thumbs up if you didn't like it. Give it a like, give it a share, give it a follow, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.